finally doing it. I got enough support from my family and my friends and my significant other to go ahead and start making some beauty videos. Pretty sure that's what my channel is probably mostly going to consist of, is makeup, maybe a little hair or fashion or something. I might dabble in vlogs, we'll see, kind of saturated, but might give it a try if I enjoy it. So I've had multiple requests to do different things for my first beauty video, and I'm going to start off with makeup. One of the requests I had was to do a smoky eye, and I like doing smoky eyes. There are so many different colors and like layers you can play with. Sorry if you can hear my coffee maker in the background. But I was thinking we could try a smoky eye. Now, here's a little disclaimer, I'm not a professional, I never claimed to be. People have paid me to do their makeup before, but basically, just know everybody's face is different. Everybody's skin tone is gonna be a little different. So you just have to kind of play around with the placement and the colors and the tones and the way you do your makeup, because everyone's gonna be just slightly different. But I'm just gonna kind of show you the gist of how I do it, and maybe you can get little tips and tricks that you can tweak and complete your look. So I guess let's just get started. Sorry if I ramble. Love grapefruit. Does it go well with tea? I don't care. Please wash your face gently, lukewarm water, pat dry, the whole ordeal. Then you're gonna go in with your favorite moisturizer. But I use this, this is just their little sample bottle, Curology, of their moisturizer. Hopefully you can see it, but there's no like fragrances, no dyes. I'm not really too worried about wrinkles. If you are, that's fine, then just be more gentle than I am. So I'm gonna put my hair up real quick, see if I can figure out. And I'm going to go in and do a primer. So I've got a couple different primers, I think like 3. A couple of my favorites. Now I do like Ipsy bags, so I have a lot of samples, okay? So this sample one, this is the Too Faced, this Too Faced Hangover RX. Hopefully you can see it. It's got coconut water, so I think I'm gonna use this today. I'm not gonna go through and show you every single product I use. I will list all the products in the description that I'm going to be using below, but I'm just gonna basically be telling you the kind of color and what product I'm using. I'm not really gonna do this every time because that's gonna be a long video. Okay, and then I'm just gonna start patting this in. Pick a foundation that you like, okay? I'm using Physicians Formula, the healthy foundation. This has SPF. Now tools like this, you have to be careful because they can harbor bacteria. I don't usually directly put this on here because then next time I go to use it, I'm gonna put that same bacteria that's had time to chill in my bottle on your face. Wash your brushes frequently. And I'm just gonna kind of start in my problem areas. And then once I have laid the foundation on my face, I go in with my middle finger usually because I have the most control. So I'm gonna kind of buzz through my face real quick so that we can get to the fun part, the eyelids, okay? Okay. So funny thing, I've been out of setting powder for a minute, so I was able to discover this neat little trick that I don't really need setting powder all like I think I did. So after I do all my foundation, for me at least, I just apply what I need. My blush, my bronzer, my highlighter, and then if there are any places that have not been touched, apparently the higher you put the blush, the younger you look, right? Now don't be going up here in your temples because that's not your cheek, but higher up on your cheeks is supposed to create a younger effect. Putting it up here where your highlighter goes, almost, but blending it down so that it doesn't look unnatural. So I'm going to now go in with some bronzer. I'm using a Tarte bronzer. Like I said, I'll list all the products below, but everyone's color is going to be a little different because we don't all have the same skin tone. I'm gonna need some help with her double chin. So I put it under my neck. Please don't hate me. Going in with a more precise brush. I'm going for more timid face because I'm doing such a bold eye. I'm using this Nomad highlighter. It's kind of like peachy. See, I'm just kind of going with this little brush, and I'm just gonna. Man, I said I was gonna buzz through the face, but I'm taking a lot of time on the face. All right, that's good. Let's go to the brows. I like to do brows next. Some people prefer to do them first. Doesn't matter. I'm just taking like a brow powder, or you can use a similar like eyeshadow. I'm right now using an eyeshadow because I really like this color, but I have to pull out a mirror real quick and get a little closer. Please ignore how dirty my palette is. So I'm just going to naturally fill my brows. Like I said, you don't want to be too bold with everything on your face. You kind of want to pick maybe one or two, if they're smaller, features on your face to kind of pop and show. So you don't want bold eyes, bold brows, bold lips, bold highlighter, bold bronzer, extreme contouring and baking. Anyway. Now here's the part you guys probably clicked on the video for. And I am going to do this brown smoky eye. Like I said, ignore my dirty eyeshadow palettes. I promise I'm a clean person. But I have these colors here that I'm going to be working with. So this is just a Mally palette. It's called Radiant Taupe. That color, you know, taupe, whatever. So it comes with like a shadow base that you saw I used up already. So Haze is this darkest one. Sandy Nude, shimmering top. My God. Okay, so let's start. I am going to grab a couple brushes for this. I'm going to be using this looser bristled brush. It's an IT Cosmetic brush. It's a little, as you can see, a little bit thicker. So with this thicker brush, I'm going to go in with the lightest color in this palette. Use something similar. I'm picking this color because it's shimmery. It's got a little bit of a like champagne kind of color to it. But pick a light shimmer, not glittery, shimmery color to put all over your lid, and then bring that up to use as part of your transition. You want to completely shadow out your eye in a like neutral color so that you can blend all the other colors a lot easier, if that makes sense. And then I'm going in with the next color in, I already forgot, Sandy Nude. And I'm gonna aim into the outer corner of my eye, and as you see, I'm just doing little circles. And that's basically pushing and blending into my crease, but pulling it back into the lower outer corner. So I'm just kind of going like on a sideways oval. It all depends on your eye shape, this part really, but this is the gist of it. I have slightly hooded eyes. They're not monolid, but they're like slightly hooded to where I barely have any hood like area to work with. You can see that, right? I know you can see it. So I have to always raise my eyebrows. All right, it's fine. All right. So get those as even as you can. We're pretty laid back here. Larger, fluffy brush real quick, and just be very gentle and swipe any fallout. This is not extremely dark. You can do that with like grays and blacks and silvers and do kind of the same thing. Do a silver, gray, and a black. I don't know if you can see. Do silver, gray, black, and then you can do the same kind of thing. This I'm just doing a more neutral eye, kind of something I wear more daily, but not daily. Now I'm going to go in with this loose bristled brush I was talking about and pick up that darkest color. And that one's just gonna go just in the outer corner, just a little bit. And then you're just gonna blend this loosely. Now I'm going to go in with another brush I forgot to mention. This is just a really tight bristle, tiny like dome brush almost. It's like really, really, really firm. But regardless, we need it. I'm going back in with that darkest color, and then I'm going to tap, because we're working under the eye, we're about to work under the eye, tap that fallout because you'll get too much. Normally your eyelashes can catch some, but big eyes make big eyes. You can squint a little and look like a psycho. Under your eye very gently. Do not go all the way to your inner corner. If you have kind of smaller eyes like me, maybe monolid or hooded or a little deeper set, don't go all the way in. Just a suggestion. Maybe if it looks good on you, go for it, but it does not look good on me. I promise you don't want to see that. So I'm just gonna go about halfway or so and blend it. I think I have another little, yeah. And then I have this little brush here. You could use the one I was just using if you clean it, but I'm just using a little brush here to go back in with this first color, this shimmery color we were using. And I'm going to pat that on your eyelid. Now, concentrate it on the inner corner, please, because that's where you want your eyes to be the brightest. This is a pretty quick look for me. It may take you guys like a little bit of practice, maybe if you're new, you're just beginning, you're, you know, whatever. There's a few different ways you can do this part. You can do it without the liner or with the liner. You can use shadow, crisscross. So I'm going to use liner, and I'm talking about for my upper lip. I'm going to do a little bit of a wing. You don't have to, just again, depends on your eye shape. With me, I'm going to do a little bit of a wing, not too much, because when you don't have a lot of lid, you can definitely like lose your entire lid just from a line of eyeliner, and then it's just all black and you don't see any of this cool shadow that you just put on. This one from Araceli is a little newer, so I'm going to use that one just because it's wetter. So I'm going to start on my inner corner. I'm going to try and get close, but I'm going to try not to scare you guys, okay? So, inner corner, very carefully, as close to the lashes as you can get. It's really hard to lean forward like that, guys. So I basically did the whole upper lash line without going too far up. And then I'm gonna do the wing. Just watch carefully. I won't be able to talk, sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and do this other one real quick, and then we will continue with our look. Okay. We're just gonna use a tinge, just use a tint darker brown. You can use this Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia, Beverly Hills. Got this a little bit ago. There's this Cypress Umber. If I'm saying that right, you're going to take this little firm brush. I'm just gonna get a little bit. You're gonna tap it off, and then I'll show you where to put it. Put it over top of our liner. Scream with me if you want to, because that was like, when I saw this was like the scariest thing to me. Like, you just did your eyeliner and you're going to put something on top of it. I thought that was supposed to be the last step. Normally, yes, but I like this way. Look at all that fallout. That's what happens when you forget to tap your brush. Do's and don'ts of makeup, people. All right, so then I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. No fallout anymore, buddy. You're just putting it in kind of the shape of almost like a greater than less than symbols. So your eyes are greater than everything else around you. Just pretend that. Symbols like this. So you're going out, in, out, in, out, in on both eyes, okay? Now I'm going to take my more dense bristled dome-ish ish brush. Going with this darkest color that I had on here in my little like again, as I was saying, this is all due to eye shape, depending on how you do it. In to your lid a little bit more because we are doing smoky. It's a little more dramatic. Don't be scared to let it get a little dark. All right, so this is pretty decent. I haven't done a smoky eye in a minute. So then we're just gonna go in and we're gonna touch up our eyeliner. So real quick, the reason why I do my shadow after my eyeliner, because I'm sure somebody's gonna ask like what the benefit is. So I was trying to put my wing in kind of first, so I had a little bit of like a guide, I guess. Basically it's for a guide. If you don't want to do it that way, you don't have to. So let me just quick touch this up. Some of these palettes out of the way. Eyelashes. For me, usually make or break a look. I got this sample again. It's Too Faced, and this brush is kind of cool. It's a little bit crazy because its tube's almost gone, but it was a sample, so I haven't really had it that long. But here's how I do my mascara, okay? I start at the base and I wiggle back and forth as I slowly pull up, and when I get almost to the end, I just finish, you know, straight up. So flick, just like that, and just kind of blink into your wand is how I do it, I guess. And it seems to work for me. I like it. So I'm gonna do the same on the other eye, obviously. Everyone else has a weird, like, mascara face, right? It's not just me. So there's my top boys. Not everyone likes to put mascara on their bottom lashes, and I didn't for a while either. But with the type of eyes that I have, I found out that it actually makes them look a little bigger. I just have to know how to do it. And then I'm gonna go in once this got tacky and put on a second coat, or third coat, whatever you wanna call it. And you can do a little bit of that motion, but don't do too much, because then when it starts to dry, that's when you can risk it getting clumpy. Yeah, so I don't know if I have, oh, I do have a little gold handy. I should have done this before my lashes and eyeliner, but it's okay. Please open. That's gonna be for the gold. So you can wet this. Wet your brush, dip it in your shadow, and then apply it, and it is so bold. Usually, depending on the eyeshadow, I guess, but it's usually, especially with shimmer, so pigmented. Now, I am going to show you on one eye with water and one eye without. So I'm gonna do the without first, obviously. And that's going to be on my left eye, or on your guys' right side of the screen. And so I'm just using this gold color, and I'm just gonna tap it on there very gently. Press. I'm gonna try and avoid my eyeliner. But there's kind of like the pressed gold look. You can go in and do it again. I'll show you two coats now. See how it kind of made it a little more gold and warm. I do like that look, but let me go wet this brush and show you what it looks like wet. All right, I got a little cup of water and a napkin. I'm just gonna kind of swirl it, tap it. You don't want it dripping down your face. Okay, ready? Can you see that? Because that is so wet. Adding water kind of almost creates like a cream eyeshadow, and those are always a little more potent. So, but look at the difference. I can see in person. I hope you guys can see on camera. Just kind of like the difference between wet and dry shadow. I'm going to quick put some gold on my other eyelid because I am going out of the house today. You can go in with a little bit of lip if you want. Don't go too crazy if you get a bold eye and stuff. Do whatever you gotta do to figure out how to perfect your makeup. You know, I'm not in this for me. I'm doing it because I enjoy it, but I'm not trying to like make a killing off of this or make money even at all. This is just something fun, and you know, I don't want to like see people struggle and then be like, man, I could have helped them, I could have, you know, given them advice, and like they just don't know how to do this, so they're not feeling happy or comfortable with themselves. And that's something I kind of went through. You know, a lot of people go through, you know, being uncomfortable with themselves and stuff. And then I started experimenting with makeup a little bit. But then by the time I hit about 17 or 18, I felt really comfortable with doing my makeup, and I got my confidence back a little bit. You know, everybody has still their insecurities. I have insecurities 100%. There's something that I would want to be different, but I'm not going to change myself because why? So this is why I do it. It's just for me because it's fun, it's something to do, and I kind of hope that I can help some people, you know, with their makeup and beauty skills, and maybe they can give me advice, and we can just be one big like beauty squad watcher people and help each other out and give each other advice. That's why I wanted to try this. But I had fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you in another video, eh? Or hopefully you'll see me in another video.